Okay, our next speaker is Dr. Azamat Zhamanov from the North American University, and he will be talking about AI task force initiative at the North American University.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving me this speech. I really was thinking about what to tell you guys. So we just made a presentation, but after listening for like all day about AI, my mind already changed about AI. But let me tell you that I'm a computer science guy. Okay, I'm in the computer science for more than 15 years, and starting from the keynote speaker who've been speaking about the cybersecurity and AI. So it's like it really broke my mind because I have to think differently about my own subject. Okay? And I have to think differently about the education. And today I'm going to show you our baby steps of creating our own AI task force at the university. So we just established it 1 month ago, and we already provided some sessions, some attempts of letting people know how to use basic applications in AI applications in education field. And I was really surprised to see emotions of professors, of instructors, those emotions being as like a positive and very shocking kind of negative, what we will do next, what is expecting us. And it is like a very interesting because we are now in 2024, we are in this country, but still a lot of people just heard about AI, but even they didn't make like a first touch, the first connection with it. So the presentation will be about this. So our task force has some goals. So we have goals in the following aspects, like a curriculum development, and then research and innovation and engagement of the community to be involved into the AI. And we will be trying to enhance the operational effectiveness of the university administration. First of all, about the curriculum development. So we'll be concentrating on enhancement of the current curriculum by integrating elements of the artificial intelligence. And we are planning to discuss more with the instructors, with the professors, that this is not bad. Someone say that it is like a fire. You can cook something with it, okay? But you can also burn out, right? But you have to just make a management with this one. And we'll monitor implementation of AI policy. So starting from like 1 year ago, university already developed the AI policy. And now the AI task force will be somehow involved to just monitor is like in use or not. And then we'll facilitate students doing a capstone project using AI technologies and in the field of AI. And actually, we have here also a representative from our university who is responsible for capstone projects in the computer science department. And we have, for now, we have about 10 projects already. The students are using AI applications to prepare their own solutions. And some of them are making their own applications. So, and also creation of AI related courses. So this year, we tried to actually implement one of this course. It was like an emergency technologies course. But unfortunately, this year, we didn't have any registered students for that one. We think that one of the reasons can be that it was named as emergency technologies, but in terms if we will change the name for AI, because AI is demanding topic, everyone will say, yes, we want to get it. We think about it like this. And then research. Right now in our university, we are just also, again, making a baby steps in the research. And we'll participate, we have a goal to participate in AI conferences. This is our attempt, actually, first steps. And also we'll foster professors and students to gain some grants and to be involved into the projects. And we'll try to make, like, we'll facilitate collaboration between our institution and some industries. We actually get some communications already done. And engagement and stakeholders involvement. So we already provided some workshops, and we'll continue to provide workshops, and we'll have a discussion. We'll make more communication with the society with the population of the university about the AI. Like we did it here all day. It was actually a long day and very informative day. And I think that if we'll speak more, and if we'll even meet after 1 month, will be more surprising. Everything is changing. Like I do remember that one speaker finished the presentation, and then another guy came back and say that this already like outdated information. I know this guy is here. All right, and then we'll also, like, due to that fact that we'll make some workshop, we'll try to announce as much as possible about AI. And the administration also can take some of these tools, for example, marketing tools of the AI, and like strategy development tools of the AI. And like we can take a lot of information from the students, from our departments, and we can make data-driven decisions according to analysis of the AI. Of course, we can make a like critical review of it, but we can also give a critical review to the AI itself. Like we know that if we say that to saying ChatGPT, can you please develop or generate this kind of table or this kind of like a story, and then if we'll say that, can you make a critic of that, and it will make good critic, and after criticizing itself, it can generate much better solution. So so our first steps. Following student artificial intelligence usage policy, so the workshop for NAU administration and workshop for faculty members, they already provided, and here we have some screenshot. This is our policy. First of all, we have to read the policy by our own, maybe multiple times, and we have to be sure that it is a serious document, and we have to be sure that we share this document, and we have to think, when we think about it as a serious document and tell about it as a serious information. So I'm more than sure that people will also get it and will try to read it, because it is like a demanding topic. We have to do it. We must do it. And with the help of the Dr. Ensari from Arkansas State University, we provided a workshop for NAU employers. And we actually had a plan to provide a lot of topics about AI, but as I mentioned, the reaction was so impressive, so that we just looked for the ChatGPT, some requests, and then people started to ask questions. So what are we gonna do next? I'm like a English teacher, okay, and the ChatGPT can do it better actually, but you know, and the ChatGPT can work with many students, with much more students than one instructor, one professor. Yeah, and our future steps, like close future steps, we will provide. We hope to provide more workshops. One of the topic will be how to use the Microsoft Copilot. It will be provided by our person who is responsible for database and the development of the software. And then with the help also with the Dr. Ensari and other speakers. So we took some contacts from here. We will try to also involve those people, so that in online or in person, we'll try to call them so that they can tell us about like auto grading with AI, creating a website with AI, or we can do it actually, we can show applications by our own, but more theoretical, more impressive speeches will be waiting from external guests. This is actually all what I want to tell, but we can make a discussion. I will be more than happy if you ask me some questions.
Thank you very much. Question.
I saw that you had one of the bullets, AI text, detection. And at the same time, you're very much encouraging the use of it. So I was wondering what the balance was, like what was in your policy about, like why detect for it?
Yeah, the question is like, about the policy and
Yeah.
using the text detector.
Text detection.
Yeah, like AI detecting applications, right? Yeah, actually, the policy itself is about the ethical, more like about ethics of using the AI. And it shows that people can use it. But due to the fact that students can do their job by their own, they have to like, they can use it, but then they have to make something similar maybe, okay? And actually we give them all tools. We want to give for our professors and our students all tools that are available. And then I don't know what will be happening. It's like all tools available, like everyone get fired, everyone can cook, right? And maybe after 1 year, maybe even less time or more time, the policy can be changed because it can make a contradiction to itself, right? In future, in close future.
So about basically interesting. The instructors are giving assignments, students which are learning, whether it is done by the students or chatting the policy clarify how to use those tools.
And paraphrase, things like that. Okay.
Another question?
So in the faculty, so really learning everything about like the SLOs, student learning outcomes. And now when students are able to use all the tools and then you're assessing their learning, you know, problem solving and things. I'm a physics professor, so like having these policies using the AI also maybe should take us back to assess our student learning outcomes because, you know, because if they're using AI, what we are assessing, are we assessing AI or student learning in what sense? For each discipline it will be different, but also is that something you consider?
So I was also thinking about it. So like, and when I generated a syllabus of my course, I told to ChatGPT, can you generate, and I get a lot of parameters, and it generated very good syllabus with, you know, with the integrity, and it's actually showing like the same question that we have, like we have learning objectives, and it is giving all learning objectives, and all the time when you have an assignment, when it's generated like a type of assignment, type of lectures, type of practice, everything, you know, is get some meaning. So by making this assignment, you will get this learning outcome, etc. So that I really don't know what we have to assess right now, because this is very big question in my mind. When I yeah, when you provide online test, for example, people, students right now can just use one of the AI screenshot, make a screenshot, and it is immediately showing that variant D is correct because of this. They even don't need to copy question, just making one screenshot. Yeah. So that is why, as I mentioned, as our previous speakers told that maybe our education period can be shortened. And maybe we have to think about education much differently. So much differently, because like if we go home, and speak with our children, for them it is basic things, right? As you say, like calculator, it's like a calculator. Why should I? It's like there was a joke. One teacher told to a student like 20 years ago, why you are using calculator to make these calculations? Do you think that every day, everywhere, you will have it with you in future? And now everyone has it, right? iPhone or any smartphone, and the calculator is, and we have right now much more powerful tools like connection to GPT, right? But that is why this is like a mind-blowing question. And when I was sitting there and thinking about it, I had very interesting feelings. Like I told that I saw impressions of teachers, but today I've been impressed in the same way, maybe much more impressed about what is happening with the education, what we have to do. And I think that if we will try to hide it, try to not show all this stuff, we'll make something bad. So that we have, I think that in my opinion, we have to open all things. So
Acknowledge it.
yeah, we have to give it to everyone. But of course, there should be some regulations to do not make some bad things happen, right?
Maybe one more question.
Yeah, actually, more than the questions, more like a comment. Because these topics are like the topics for 6 years ago. So I would suggest to ask ChatGPT how people are using ChatGPT in education. Because I mean, those are exactly the same subjects that we discussed in my university 6 years ago. How we are going to implement AI into education. I'm not talking about how we teach students that how they are going to create AI tools. I'm talking about how we are as educators are going to use these tools in education to create more inclusive environment for students, how to amplify their critical thinking, those kind of subjects. So that's why we have some transformation in education. Instead of using instructor-based learning, now we are using project-based learning. Actually, it is still evolving right now because we are not using project-based learning. I mean, if you have all these tools, and then actually it's still easy to create projects or do some work, right? Especially in the course setup. So, but we need this critical thinking. So here, problems how we are going to teach students that use critical thinking, use AI tools in their critical thinking. And actually, there's a big literature in education that we are learning right now. And now we are in a transformation. Actually, next week there is another workshop in Turkey that actually MIT, UC Berkeley, they're all going to be over there. They are going to discuss how they can use AI in education.
Yeah, and also about critical thinking, like with previous speaker, we made a discussion right about critical thinking, and I was thinking about like, what if all these young people will just use this AI tool to also to make a critical thinking, like they can ask like, can you make a critical thinking on top of this question? What should I do? Like, I have like so many cars. Like my friend bought a car 1 year ago, purchased the car, and he purchased the car only with the help of the ChatGPT. He said all parameters, what he liked, where he from, etc. And critical thinking came from there, like about mileage, about the mate of the car. I sold my car a week ago with the help of ChatGPT. I gave the parameters and it made me an advertisement. Just write that advertisement so that people just liked it. And in just a couple of days, it was sold. And when I was, like this week, in 1 week, I had some like a very serious communication with my child. And then I was thinking what I'm supposed to do. Then I didn't type. I just, now he can speak. I can speak my own language, Kazakh language. I told him, like in my language, what should I do with this situation? And I spoke with it more than 1 minute. I think I made input. I showed all my emotions to AI, And then he told me a very powerful speech. I wanted to cry. I was driving, I wanted to cry really. When I came to pick up my son, he's 14 years old, I followed the instructions. At the end of the evening, he was felt in love with me, really. I did all this, like, steps by step. And it is not, it is very good advice. I actually called to my father before that.
We should wrap it up for the next one.
Yeah, sorry.
So we just give a very basic example of how you use AI, right? And then how you implement it on your child, right? So this is critical thinking. Because AI told you to do something and then actually you improve it, right? But you follow existing steps that AI told you, but actually you can make it even better, right? So if you could do that, then that was critical thinking. So taking out from AI and then implementing in your project is not critical thinking. Critical thinking is getting the output and then making it even better and then implement it. So it's critical thinking.
And the last thing, just a few seconds. Before that, I called my dad. I tried to ask about the advice. I couldn't get an answer actually. And then I asked from the AI.
It's the first father.
Yeah.